All right, warriors, welcome back. We're going to do a breathing exercise, 5 seconds, 5 Mississippis, just to clear our minds and really for our own loop interrupter during the time of duress, during the time that you're being put under pressure to make a decision right away, that you just be able to have a moment to go from emotional and feelings to making logical decisions. If anything, remember this much. No is always going to get you where you're not getting butt hurt as often. No is a complete sentence. No is non-committal. So in any case, anytime under duress, if provoked, you can always lean on no. Practice it. Use it. Matter of fact, understand something. The quickest way to know if you're dealing with a narcissist, reject them at least 3 times in the same conversations and see how they handle it. Are they trying to find out your boundaries? Or are they trying to reject your no and legitimize it? If they spend more time trying to convince you throughout that conversation to say yes or participate, you're dealing with a narcissist. They refuse to lose. How dare you have your own opinion? Congratulations. Many of you passed your test. 5 seconds, 5 Mississippis though, is going to get you from shoulda, coulda, woulda to what did I just miss? Damn mad. Let's do this, man. 5 seconds. Breathe in deep, hold it, and then when we release and I go, shake it off, be sure to take that time to laugh it and subscriptions. It's a little button down there somewhere. It says subscribe. But if I say subscriptions, it sounds more delicious, and hopefully you'll remember it. 5 seconds, come on, let's do this. Release slowly. Shake it off. Breathe! Breathe, fool! Breathe! Warriors, we all know this much. You know, there's no such thing as fair fight. Warriors, anyone who lives by that standard has never been to a war. Never had the ass kicked. Because let me tell you, you get punished enough, eventually you figure out, shock and awe is better served when I'm the one delivering it. You see, shock and awe can only be delivered when only one operates in logic, allowing enemies to believe they're winning when they're losing. How do you know? Because look, some of y'all got, my gosh, we need to calm down on using the word narcissist, sociopath, psychopath, because some of y'all be using it on folks that just aren't interested in you, and you're shooting way over your league, got no business being in that path, and because you're rejected, you feel some kind of way about it because you done caught the feels with your limerence ass and want to call folks narcissists. It's diluted now. And so you really need to be responsible in keeping your thoughts to your damn self. Warriors, how do they test you? How do narcissists test you and control the relationship? The real quick, I'm talking within a day or two and letting you know how they were abused as a child. Now, whether it happened or not, whether it's made up or not, they know that this will keep you from just abruptly walking out. They just activated some of your give a shit. I'll bite my tongue, keep from speaking my mind, keep me from calling out ignorant when it needs to be. Warriors, they'll also test the waters in this way. They'll talk down about others. Even at gatherings, as people are passing by, that one there did this to that, this one did that, robbed me, owes me, that one does this, as if to be in the know, but they're also getting this much out of you. Do you have your own opinions? Do you have none? Do you take a side? Whose side are you taking? All this data is being gathered. How it triggers you. Warriors, another thing they do is they talk about how hard their job is and how much they're underappreciated and waiting to see, are you going to be there to console and support? Are you going to stroke their ego? Or, fuck, I don't know. Are you going to stroke their fucking egos to make them feel better than thou and all others? Because don't get it mistaken, you're there to worship and serve. Another way, if you at any given point question their opinion with your own opinion on how you see things, it's a strike to their control, the power shift, and they want to regain that through shock and awe. A surprise attack, a manipulation of holding out affection or attention. You see, they want to take away the meat because they think they're the meat. Money, energy, attention, and time. They need you to believe that without them, you cannot survive. There are no rules of engagement other than you observe to see the propensity of violence in the ones you're dealing with. Because understand, no one knows more who they're dealing with until after you reject them. And that's when all the masks come off. You don't know if that one's sporting 3, 2, or 15. And running from many that want to spank that ass, that don't have class. See, that's the ones they're really worried about. And then here you come along trumpeting your damn truth to the world. And you're going to be helping others without hesitation, shining a light without saying names, because you don't have to. You see, they wouldn't make a pimple on your ass, and they believe they're into competition. In your awareness, as you were kicking ass and taking names, in your naiveness in thinking you were aware that you had an idea of the short bus riders, just maybe didn't quite put a name on it and didn't know that there were different levels. You just knew that they seem to get along together but don't, but they pretend well for each other's sake. Well, now that you understand this awareness and you're able to actually predict their next moves, you see, narcissists are self-aware enough to know that there are those who are gatekeepers of their feelings and operate at logical. Once trust is earned by merit, not association, and not by introduction, by merit, Then and only then is one invited into your presence. And make no mistake, narcissists can't stand your boundaries. They'll even tell you, who do you think you are? Act like you can introduce someone. What do you mean, an interview? You see, they have no idea that they reveal themselves at hello. Many of y'all have mastered the art of your greatest gifts, your silence and absence, so smooth that many narcissists, sociopaths and psychopaths, and borderlines, and many others that maybe just had a bad day, who knows, could have been wounded warriors, that believe they're welcome back into your presence, that they can invite themselves because your exit was so smooth that they fail to realize their toxic ways. And quite honestly, it's because you're not here to teach. You see, you're either living in truth, always have lived in your truth, to where 95% of you is pretty badass, with the occasional hiccups. Well, see, those hiccups are perfect imperfections, in my opinion, because you're always learning from those, but you never exhaust the amount of work that you, in your self-reflection, realize needs to be done. You get excited about it. You're not trying to hide it. You're not trying to pretend to have virtue and belong to the streets, but you operate like virtue, integrity, loyalty. You see, these traits, they're not spoken. It's not an advertisement. It's not something you print on your shirt. You attract. It's natural. Narcissists know this cannot be faked. That's why you stand out. Your job is to observe twice as much, listen twice as much, and speak less. In this way, you are able to identify toxicity before hello and dodge a bullet. Narcissists feel this rejection without being rejected. In fact, so much so, being your polar opposite, most of them will see themselves out because in their own mindfuck, they know they've been ID'd. There's no energy here to be taken, only exposure. And this is how you become narcissist kryptonite. Know when you're being shit tested. Know how to shit test. Know how to identify people as they operate in their natural element and observe. Don't second guess it and realize if someone's telling you, oh, I was abused in my past, I tried to off myself, it was a tragic moment, I was going through this, or so-and-so, the trauma, he made me drink and become an alcoholic. They introduced me to drugs. Never taking accountability, warriors, and knowing if they could just activate a smidgen of give a shit from you, they'll at least have an audience in front of you to try their level best to get you to care just enough for them to fuck you over again. Not today. Oh, I wish a bitch would. Warriors, another thing to look out for are those special narcissists, you know, the ones that always got to talk to the manager. Oops. Did I say that? Warriors, get out there and own it. Narcissists, tremble. All you need to do is let them know you know what narcissists are about. Don't allow them to change the subject. And ask very blunt questions. And don't let anyone deviate until it's answered. And the more they try to deviate, the louder the question. Oh, I can go ghetto up in him. For real? Try me. It's never goodbye, Warriors. Always until next time. Thanks for your support. Namaste.
Jesse, what are you doing today?
We're gonna skydive today.
We're gonna
Leap of faith.
Leap of faith. Hey, that's what this is.
Doing it for the tribe, the warrior tribe.
Do you know how high we're going? Did they tell you?
14,500
Close. 14,500 feet, yep. And then we're going to be falling at...
a high rate of speed.
Very fast. We're going to be falling very fast. We're going to be falling at 120 miles an hour.
Sweet.
Have you ever gone that fast before?
No, I have not.
Okay, are you ready to go that fast?
I'm ready.
Okay.
We're going to do it today. You got my back.
Yep. Oh, I'm gonna get your face, but you know your TI will have your back.
All right.
What made you want to skydive? What brought you here today?
Facing fear.
Yeah? Are you afraid of heights?
Facing fear head on. No.
No.
I'm afraid of not trying new
Hey,
opportunities.
There you go.
I'm afraid of living in the woulda, shoulda, coulda, and I'm not going to do it. Lead and live by example.
There you go. You heard it here first from Jesse. All right, you ready to go?
Yeah.
Let's go.
Let's do it.
Woo!
Hold me close till I get up. Time is barely on our side. I don't wanna waste what's left. The storms we chase are leading us, and love is all we'll ever trust. Yeah, no, I don't wanna waste what's left. And on we'll go, through the wastelands, through the highways, till my shadow turns to sun rays. And on we'll go, through the wastelands, through the highways, and on we'll go. To create a song, I don't wanna miss a beat. And on we'll go, through the wastelands.
Yeah. What'd you think of that?
Loved it.
Woo! You know, honestly, I have no idea who won the sword fight, so I guess we'll have to call it a draw.
There you go. We'll have to do it again.
All right, when are you gonna get your license now?
I'm going to work on it tomorrow. I'll be back.
Jesse, thank you for jumping with us to Skydive Lone Star. Do you have anything you'd like to say?
What an honor. Badass crew. I love it here. The hospitality is just phenomenal. 5 stars. If there were 10, I'd give it to you.
We'll take 10, that's fine.
My brother. What a fun. Wasn't it awesome?
Hey man, glad y'all came out.
What an experience.
Come and see us again.
Thank you.